Bum
I
bum.
just hit go live on YouTube.
Alright, we're live. Why do I make the same joke every time we go live? I haven't even made it yet, but I was about to. I was like, it was on the tip of my tongue. The same joke. Same joke. Why? Why do I want to make this joke over and over again? So, do you know why?
What? I do not
Do you know
know
why
I'm
I always
sorry.
make the same joke at the beginning of the That's a big sad. Also known as a bad
Stop.
in portmanteau. Oh, hi here. Wait. Oh. You shouldn't be sorry about, like, talking in chat before we start. That's not like an That's not like an objectionable thing. In fact, like, we really haven't. Sorry, I realized I forgot my water. And I could do that because it's the beginning and no one's here yet. And they never will be. But yeah, no, you were here before we started, but like, that's not a problem. The chat is preserved in any way, so they'll be able to see what you were talking about anyway. Again, disclaimer. Everything you say in chat will be recorded for posterity. So, you know, if there's something you don't want on there, don't do it. And we're gonna start with Egg Catcher level, this one. Level 2, medium.
Did you even beat
How are you?
level 1?
Yeah, yes, I did.
I don't
Didn't
remember.
I? Okay. I mean, I'm gonna keep trying on medium. Do you wanna review the footage?
I'll look back through the archive of last time.
Thank you, Sammy. That's good. It's a good one. I'll keep failing at medium. That was too early. Yeah, there's no shame in realizing and starting to talk early. I talk early all the time, as if before anyone wants to listen, which is always that people don't want to listen to me. This makes it. This is no, I did easy.
Okay, yes, you did get a perfect on easy.
Yes, I knew it. I got those eggs, just like from the Walmarts. Is Walmart a place you get eggs? I can't remember. Did you get food at Walmart? That's a thing, right? Is that a thing?
Yes,
Do
it's a thing.
you get food at Walmart? I feel like you don't want to answer my inane question. What's the point in asking them if no one answers them? That's the real question. But what's the answer to the real question? Anyway, you were wrong earlier. They only sell walls at Walmart. Oh, we did better that time. So that's a general idea of the structure. Actually, you know what? Before every egg catcher, you know what? We're just gonna do a practice run. Where, like, or not a practice run, we're just gonna, like, see what the general pattern is like. Something like that, okay. No bonus. No-ness. You get it? It's like bonus and no pushed into one word.
I can end the stream at any time, Philip.
No, please don't. That would be bad. A combination of big and sick. Sorry.
You best
But I
not
am
push that
hilarious.
joke any farther.
No, it's real hard not to. You don't understand how the machinations of my mind work.
Actually,
Well, no one understands.
yes, I have quirks like that too.
Oh. We got to the end, but we missed 5. And that's 5 too many missed 5. I one in the middle, like the 1 and the 2 bombs. That's one of the trickier ones to get. It's tricky. Like a bomb. An egg bomb. Isn't that like... Actually, isn't egg bombs like a Paper Mario thing?
Yes. I believe you cook a fire flower with an egg. You get an egg bomb. You can throw it at enemies to deal damage.
Okay. And then this game has eggs and bombs. Is there like a connection between eggs and bombs that like I never realized before?
I don't think there is. It's just...
Also, you shouldn't do watermelon. There's nothing wrong with saying watermelon a whole lot in the chat, except it does count as spam. And we don't want people to spam the chat. So we don't actually have anything in place to stop you. We'd have to manually, like, disable you from talking. And you'd get a warning first. But, like, we wouldn't want you to do that. But, like, you can do silly meme stuff in chat. As long as it doesn't qualify with spam, you know. Have you ever tried spam, Sammy?
No. Like, the
Wait,
food?
really?
No.
Oh. Like, I mean, I get it. It's not like a must-have food, but it's interesting to hear you've never tried it at all. That's kind of... Do you want to try spam?
Not really.
Well, that's okay. Spam... And I know this will sound bad, but try and remember that mostly I exaggerate, so I'm not as sodium addicted as I sometimes make it seem like I am. But spam is too salty for me. Oh no, Yuri says they're at... Well, as long as it's not in a spammy way. Or in a hammy way. That actually, you are allowed to do it in a hammy way. I guess I just said that as a contradiction. Because you can do it with a lot of ham. But no spam. And definitely no chicken. See? I was going somewhere with that. I knew where I was going that entire tirade. It all made sense. Because we're talking about chicken. Because I famously don't like chicken. And we're playing egg catcher. And which is better, the chicken or the egg? That's an important question that was definitely asked by Splatoon. I'm not misinterpreting that Splatfest at all. That's what the question was. Which is better, the chicken or the egg?
I actually think the question was open-ended, so...
Fine. Fine.
You could really...
I think I've told you that before, right?
Yes,
I think we go over that.
We went over that.
Yeah, no, that's a... Y'all can watch that. Where I realize in the middle of this doing like a 12-hour run of Splatoon that I'm actually quite tired and don't want to to do this for the rest of the Splatfests, which is also a long story, because it was the third time we'd done it. So I'm getting better at it.
But, in any case, I'm, yeah, I don't... Oh, shoot.
What's going on?
No, it's fine. It said OBS Studio disconnected, reconnecting, and then it says reconnection successful. And
Oh, yes, that means...
I don't see any problems on the,
I saw it stuttering a little, but, I mean...
Okay.
I mean... That does happen. That just means that that there's like it couldn't connect to the stream, and then it re-succeeded.
Okay, so
that happened a lot when I was during the technical difficulty stream with the Undertale one, which I know isn't a very good comparison because that stream tanked, failed, and burned. But
well,
that is
okay, there is no problem then. All right. So
you should continue.
I was
just gonna answer a question.
Talking about streaming, right? I kind of want to get myself back warmed up with Majora's Mask on NSO.
Oh, if I start cursing in the middle of your talking, that's because of Egg Catcher. So sorry about that.
Yeah. But I mentioned to Phil before the stream started, but my brother just finished Ocarina of Time, and well, that game looked fun, and I don't know, it's a bit basic, I have to say. Whereas Majora's Mask's whole thing is being super different. Now, I've played a bit of it on the 3DS, but not really enough to judge the game. I've seen a lot of it, but it looks like a really good game, and I want to try it. So I think what better way than maybe filling your Friday time slot while the summer is going on.
Oh yeah, so we don't interfere with the thing. That is Galactic Cooper. When Galactic Cooper says that's me, they mean Tom. Because
yeah.
Oh, this okay.
So I don't think that's gonna be this Friday, but maybe next Friday.
And do you want to plug what the channel is?
The channel would be GalaxyWolf_64 on Twitch. I'm still thinking about it.
Join me. Did you like lose your train of thought, or did you cut out?
No, I lost my train of thought.
Alright, good to know. I'm starting to get that beginning part. Actually, going back to the conversation last night, if I could quickly interject with a random thought that has to do with the actual gameplay, so earlier last time you asked about rage quitting. I am getting a lot more rage with this game because it involves actual skill. Like that. Anyways, sorry, you could continue if you had anything you want to say.
I just think that while I prefer the interface of YouTube and OBS as a platform has more options than Twitch Studio, but I also have 15 followers already on my Twitch account who would all be notified. So, and a lot of people, like, I don't know, just, it would be, probably get me more traffic to just continue on my Twitch account.
That was the guiding reason why I started streaming on YouTube instead of making a Twitch channel, because I already had the Let's Play stuff up here. Which, by the way, you could watch the old Let's Play stuff. If you just can't get enough of me, I guess. But
I actually think Bowser's Fury, our current series, is doing really it's been fun to watch through.
oh, I thought you were going to talk about the fact that it's been doing better numbers wise.
I haven't checked its numbers, but
oh yeah, YouTube Studio app allows me to look at the numbers, and I just peek on there every once in a while. But it's like what was I saying? Oh yeah, it's Bowser's Fury has been doing better, number-wise. It appears to be more amount of views rather than people watching through the whole video, so my guess is it probably just got caught up in a different search trend, or there isn't as much content in it, like some kind of, like, luck space finagle there. Oh my god. That's a lot of bots. So my guess is it's
either way,
just got caught up.
I do think that we're improving in quality.
Yeah, because something similar happened with Luigi's Mansion Scarescraper in October, which I can figure out what the thing is there. It was the spookies. But Luigi's Mansion retained, like, even though after October numbers went down, it usually maintained like a few people, and then when we switched to another series, they kind of dropped off. So, at least Bowser's Fury will probably continue to do marginally well throughout its run-through.
Alright. That's good to hear. So, hey, do you have any thoughts, Philip, on whether I should go through the effort of switching to YouTube, or keep my Twitch channel and my existing followers?
I mean, again, I mostly stuck with YouTube because I have my old thing. I was going to mention that you mentioned that you like using OBS better. I'm pretty sure you can use OBS with Twitch.
That's fair.
I mean, we've been doing some annoying policies lately. Because if you do Twitch, oh yeah, I think this is a new thing because I don't remember this being a thing. But I've been on a few Twitch streams, so this is an annoying thing where it forces ad breaks if you.
Oh.
Yeah, it like forces ad breaks if you're making money off of it. But again, Twitch is way easier. Like YouTube's monetary program has like a really kind of fairly big paywall to it. It's like 1,000 watch hours in the last year, or well, officially 12 months, and then it's like 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. So it's a fairly steep cut, whereas Twitch is fairly easier to at least start making like a minimal profit off of. But it also takes a fairly big cut. And also, YouTube doesn't have a built-in donation system. Not that I think anyone would want to give me money. But it has a built-in donation system. And so I've been thinking about at least trying to set up a possible donation system. But it's not going to be... I'd have to basically get a chat bot to comment about it every so often so people know it existed, because it's not a normal YouTube thing. And then I'd actually have to... I also have to set it up.
Alright. I'll keep thinking about Twitch versus YouTube, but yeah.
I mean, Twitch is more respected as a live stream platform. That's one thing I've definitely noticed. I've read a few articles that directly compare them, but whenever I talk to someone about it, like an actual person instead of reading an article that's just objectively comparing stuff, people always have they're always surprised when I mention I'm on YouTube instead of Twitch. So reputation-wise, it's at the very least much it at very least seems a lot more viable to a lot more people. And again, I do think that again, one of the big reasons for doing this on YouTube is that my streaming counts towards those watch hours. So if I want to monetize the Let's Plays, this helps. Doing the streams, because it helps get the channel closer to verification. Not that it's anywhere close to it though.
Alright, well then...
If someone subscribes to me for my streams, then that's a subscriber.
I think I'm leaning towards staying on Twitch then.
That makes sense. Yeah. Oh, I suppose, since I am forcing you to watch me play Egg Kit, this is kind of a moot point because I don't think there's anything, like Quick Draw that you'd make me, sit through, but theoretically I do technically owe you, back for that. So if you have anything that you need me to, like, say stuff through, that's a thing. I don't know. Whenever there's like 2 bombs, I always get trigger happy because I always reopen after the second one. After the first one, I get the second one. Do you know what music this is?
This is the, arena / boss tower theme.
Alright, good to know. It did sound familiar. But it's not the actual boss theme.
No. It plays in the arenas and the mid-boss tower 7-2.
I will say I think you're better at recognizing the music than I am. Sorry, I didn't mean to, that was just a random verbal fill. I didn't mean to cut you off of it.
No, you weren't cutting anyone off, I'm just...
Sorry, I thought I heard you start something.
I said, That's what I said.
So so just two verbal just two verbal fillers collided. That's good to know. Okay. I guess it's night. I had like a topic lined up for today, and I haven't even had to broach it. And I'm getting stuff. So that's good. You're saying that as far money, Twitch is good for the here and now, but YouTuber is better for the long term, which is somewhat of what I heard from some of the articles I read. But.
Well, I have 15 followers. It's not like I'm monetizing anything anytime soon. And even if I do, I'm definitely... There's definitely no way I make a long-term career out of streaming, so... I think then Twitch still does kind of line up better for... Just we need to make some
the amount of
money on the
followers.
side.
I mean, you have extra, but the amount of followers you need on Twitch is 50.
Alright, well, I guess I'm 20% of the way there then.
Meanwhile, the amount of followers you need on YouTube is 1,000.
So you're 10% of the way there.
Yes, even though I'm double the Twitch follower count. Although, again, it's subscription, so... I also heard, again, when it comes to live streaming, which is like a bigger but more saturated market. So like, but it also, from my personal experience, has categories, and sometimes I just lurk around categories and go to the one that's sometimes I just lurk around a game and just go into the stream with the least amount of people because see, I am like an active talker when I watch streams myself, and if in a stream with thousands of people, I can't have like a conversation, obviously. You're saying that you could do both. You could post your streams on YouTube. I'm not a streamer or a YouTuber, so it could be wrong. You can't monetize both live stream wise. You get like an exclusivity deal in the contract. But there's nothing stopping you from technically doing both. Oh, only 4 down. Only 4 left. Where's Mask doing?
It'd be the NSO version.
Oh?
It'd be the NSO version, I said.
I forgot. Sorry, you cut out on my end for at least. So, I guess that just repeats in the live stream, actually. Yeah. I forgot the NSO version existed.
Yeah.
You could technically do the N64 version.
I don't have a cartridge. And I don't want to pay for anything else. I have a tight budget. I have about $100 to spend, and 60 of those are definitely going towards Splatoon 3.
Right. That makes sense. Splatoon 3. This is Crane Game. But may I ask, how many Splatoons are there? Why did I ask that? That's not. That's not a good. Why did I ask that question? Why does anyone watch these? I guess of the people watching right now, I can't see the actual analytics of who's watching with my setup, but I can see the chat, obviously, and who's chatting. So we have, basically people that know Galaxy Wolf. That's the current audience. So, yeah!
Ooh.
Clearly, I need to be self-depreciating about our audience when we... and then I'll win. I will say, I do think Egg-Catcher is a bit repetitive. If, compared to, like... Obviously, I'm going to create a low point, even though it's not. There's no point. I will say, though, it's a lot... I'm having a lot more fun mastering Egg-Catcher, because it feels like I'm getting good at something.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh
my god.
Boy. DDD's got one heck of a throwing arm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, but that's what I was like. I get it like the trigger finger, but it's like the trigger finger of taking off the button. I'm missing eggs because of it. Also, is a good reason. Like, so these are like the versions of the mini games that pop up in extra game. So, like, this is what we'll be seeing when we open up doors in extra game. What we'll be doing, potentially next week. Depends on how fast I beat Egg Catcher and whether or not I beat Versus Boss. I don't know how hard Versus Boss is, honestly.
Well, you probably have an idea. Take every boss from the game.
Okay, I haven't. Yeah,
and
I
just
do have an idea.
Put them one after another with no copy abilities and no healing.
Except for Meta Knight.
Except for Meta Knight. You get the sword for Meta Knight, but
no healing.
No healing.
Yeah,
As for the early Kirby boss rushes, Superstar's the only one that, like, actually gives you healing items.
That's the first arena.
Yeah.
Because people talk about the boss rushes like, whoops, said medium again. And they make a point of like, it's been around to the adventure. And it has been around for the adventure. But, like, there are differences between Versus Boss and the arena. And Versus Boss shows up in
each game. I will say each game does its own thing. Like, Robobot's arena is much different than, like, Triple Deluxe's or stuff. Like, everything kind of has their own thing. So while it was branded as the arena in some games, I don't think there's that big of a distinction.
Well, I will say, I believe, with Versus Boss, like, so what games can you go through these again?
Well,
which games does Versus Boss show up again, and which games is it called Arena?
Well, Versus Boss under the sub-games of, Kirby's Adventure. The Arena unlocked after beating everything, after beating every other game mode in Kirby Superstar. Boss Butch unlocked after beating the secret final boss in Kirby's Dream Land 3. And, I think an unnamed boss rush mode in Kirby 64 after 100%ing the game. I think it just shows up as like a skull on the menu. I'm not sure. I haven't tried it lately. I don't remember if it has a specific name or not, but again, like each of them.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
They all work fairly differently.
Yes, I will say, Superstars throws a wrench in the thing with healing items and random boss orders. The other three just go. Later? The other three just go bosses in order, immediately following each other with no copy abilities.
Right. You're saying you're doing better than I could ever do? I mean, it's all about, I would argue that that's technically not true. Because technically, again, it's all a tenacity thing, and less of a actual, okay, this one does involve skill. But, like, getting good at this just requires practice. And getting good at Quick Draw and Crane Game involves luck, and in Quick Draw's case, cheating. Cheating is my favorite way to win. Also, I've been meaning to ask since it came up, but Sammy was doing their promotion. I was wondering, what is Masubi? And why is spam good in it? Oh, that pause ruined me. What were we talking about? I don't remember. Before I asked about the Masubi, because I'm waiting for a response on that one. How did I do that? An instinct, that's what it was. Darren, do you remember what I was talking about? Before I started reading chat, I got distracted.
I don't remember.
Or did you say you remember?
I said
you
I
don't?
don't remember.
Because we had a full conversation. We were talking about the versus boss.
Right.
I was gonna say that a lot of stuff from Superstars Arena gets adopted later.
Yeah. And it's not always called the arena. You have... so I wouldn't segment off this game's versus boss and call it not, like...
Yeah,
like,
okay.
There's not
that's fair.
as much of a distinction. There doesn't need to be that big of a distinction there.
I will say, the concept of the arena has evolved and changed as it goes on through Kirby game.
Yeah.
And, while we may not want to segment versus boss as a specifically different mode, what the boss rush in Kirby games, which we call the arena generally because Superstar's name stuck around for a while, even though it's not the current or latest name for the boss rush. There was a good era of time where the bosses was usually called arena.
Yeah, that would have been Superstar Ultra, bringing that back, and then the next few games adopting that.
Yeah,
as well.
so the modern... Because the modern era technically starts with Kirby's Return to Dreamland. Okay, no. The modern era definitely starts with Kirby's Return to Dreamland. But the director who directs the modern series, which, again, starts with Kirby's Return to Dreamland, the first game they direct in the Kirby series is actually Ultra, and you can actually see, like flavors of what he's gonna do. Like, I believe in Ultra they add the flavor text, they bring back the arena, that's the first time we get the Soul Boss, we get Galactonite, which our director is very fond of, and with Galactonite, the first kind of hint of any kind of lore, beyond just a rogues gallery of different villains. So, despite being a remake, Ultra is kind of important historically to the Kirby timeline. It's a Hawaiian dish. It's spam and rice with a special sauce roped in seaweed. This may be culturally insensitive. That sounds like spam sushi. Am I wrong in this adjustment? Okay. Also, Sammy, you're still getting images. Connection seems to be pretty bad.
Yeah, it's stuttering, but...
Stuttering on my end, too, like, the game itself is stuttering.
Yeah. Then I'm probably seeing what you're seeing. Oh, is low late? Did it kill low latency when I disconnected before?
Oh, you're right. Oh, it's on.
Hmm.
Turn. I think we just have really bad internet. Like, it's giving me 0 bars. Like, it
Your
says
connection with
no
the other
bars.
player is unstable. This may affect gameplay.
I mean, you have internet, otherwise we wouldn't be live streaming. It could just be like whatever's connecting our houses isn't very good. I've diverted all resources that could be using up the Wi-Fi away. My phone is currently using its data, which is unlimited, so it's fine. My computer that's running Discord is on the hotspot, so that the Switch can entirely use up the Wi-Fi supply. We're at 500. That's a lot. It basically is low. Because I remember Mom was showing me something about spam sushi, although that might have been a joke. I'll have to ask her, because it came up recently. Some kind of, like, spam sushi thing. I wonder if it was actually that dish. I'll have to look into it. But you're saying it tastes good. That's the even most interesting thing, because our reaction when we saw spam sushi wasn't positive. But, like, I won't eat anything, but I will try things that people vouch for. So, like, if you told me to eat the egg, like an egg that had been, I don't actually know what kind of egg it is, but if you told me to eat an egg that was like, it's like unfertilized, no, it's not unfertile, it is fertilized, and has like a growing baby inside of it. If you told me to eat that, like Kirby is eating here, because they hatch inside of him, but not that far along, but an egg that had started to like gestate, I would tell you no. That's, I would tell you that eating that egg is disgusting. But then I learned from my Tito Al that this is like a street vendor food in the Philippines. And now that I've heard that other people have enjoyed it, I now want to try it. So if someone is willing to vouch for a food, my curiosity will be piqued. And you're saying it is really good. Now I'm interested.
Alright. I need a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back.
Alright. Is it because you're throwing up because of what I just said? I'm going to presume that they're gone. Or that they're not responding to me. It's a 50-50 chance. Or the internet's dead, so it's a 50-50-50 chance. What's playing the sad music? No bonus. Notice, again. I keep making the same jokes. I have like 5 jokes, and they all circle my mind, and there's nothing else. There's nothing but jokes. I could eat 6 of them in one sitting. How big are they? Because, like, I could eat 6 sushi rolls in one sitting, but, like, sushi's, like, small. How big are they? Or you're talking about the eggs, because I haven't tried them yet. I've just been curious. Like, I don't know if 6 of them in one sitting is impressive or not yet. When I might know, because chat has delay on it. So maybe you've already told me by the time you hear this. But I haven't seen a message yet telling me how big the marsupial is. Whoa, what's this? O2/Kirby equals void. This is Kirby's Adventure. Are you gonna be more specific? Are you talking about what conversation we're talking about? Or are you asking what am I doing in the game? And if you're asking what the game is, it's Kirby's Adventure. I think the stream is labeled, so I'm guessing it's not that. My guess is you're wondering about what I'm doing, because it's not... I don't think Egg Catcher is what people think about when they hear, oh, let's watch a Kirby's Adventure stream. So, unless you interject, I am just going to... couple minutes. So if you're busy telling me what I'm talking about, what minigame was that? This is Egg Catcher. These are bonus games. Kirby's Adventure, you can find them throughout the overworld on Kirby's Adventure. If you find switches in the game, it'll like unlock portions of the map, and you'll be able. Actually, I could just show you, because God knows that Kirby's Adventure is making progress. So here. We're in the world map. When you find switches and levels, it opens up like little extra areas. That's quick draw. And wow, is it slowing down? But here's Egg Catcher in the wild. You'll find these doors, and then you'll be able to do.
Alright, come back and you're in Orange Ocean. What the heck, Philip?
Oh, look, I asked what minigame was that, and now I'm explaining how Egg Catcher works.
Oh.
So you find Egg Catcher in the wild. And then you get to play the minigame. And it'll go. And then you'll see how many eggs I get. And then you play for bonus lives. So I got a 1-up. And now I get a 1-up. And now you can't play it again until you get a game over. But yeah, I'm gonna load the suspend point that has like the save where I have this in. I never noticed that, and I have like 7 years on Kirby franchise. I feel stupid. I mean, it's fairly obscure. I mean, if you played Adventure, cause like this is an adventure. I mean, like Kirby has like sub games, as they would come to be called. They're called bonus games here, but sub-games are throughout the Kirby franchise, but Kirby's Adventure is the only one that utilizes them like this. Okay, I don't want to say the only one, because I don't actually have a verification on that. This is part of the Grand Kirby project where I play every Kirby game, and this is only the second one, so I could be wrong. I haven't played all the Kirby games. That's why we're playing all of the Kirby games. Good at explaining things.
Although we're not going to be getting to a mainline one again soon. Next up is Pinball Land and then Dream Course, right?
Oh yeah, we have Pinball Land and then Dream Course, the best one. No, we can't declare a best one yet because we haven't doing it. I'm not going to go chat for a bit because I'll be eating dinner. Okay, but when you come back from dinner, please tell us how big Masubi are. The first game was Kirby and the Amazing Mirror.
Amazing Mirror is great. I love that one. I wish I could play a multiplayer.
Yeah. Well, you will eventually when we get to it. The other person talking is Galaxy Wolf. They are playing. Well, I'm playing every Kirby game, and Galaxy Wolf is playing every Kirby game whenever there's multiplayer. Hello, Lilith Snock. Hello, welcome to Egg Catcher. I'm getting off track. I never explained why I'm doing Egg Catcher. So the thing is, if you look at the left of the screen during Egg Catcher, you can see the amount of eggs. There's like 30 eggs. I think it's 30. There's 30 eggs. You can throw 30 eggs, and if you get all of them, you get three lives, and you get to, and it says perfect. And I'm trying to not just play every Kirby game, I'm trying to 100% them. So I said to myself, well, technically 100% is achieved, when you unlock everything. But I was like, I want to do more. So I decided I also wanted to perfect all the sub-games, because if you do them perfectly, it says perfect on the screen. And this is the last sub, because the bonus games, while they are usually on the world map, and you can just get them for extra lives, once you beat the game once, you unlock this bonus games section, and then you can play all the sub games and versus boss, which is a boss rush. And so I was like, well, I mean, if they're gonna give me the ability to play them from the menu, I might as well try to perfect them. And each one has various difficulties, like because there's the mini games and there's various difficulties for how the mini games are, for how difficult they are. And so I am on the last mini game, the last bonus game, not the last bonus game, but the last of these like life mini games, and I'm on the last level. And after that, we get to play versus boss, or as my friend would like to call it, actual content. The controls were crap in that time, so it's normal you're losing. Oh, in the NES time. I don't know. Well, okay, Egg Catcher, because it's a sub-game, might count. If you don't know, I press and hold A to open my mouth, release A to close it. Trying to get the eggs and not the bombs. Pretty simple stuff. When you keep failing attempts. Yeah, it's not been going well. Well, no, it has been going well. This is, there are 3 sub-games and 3 levels, and this is the last of them, so, we're getting close. Last stream was just quick draw over and over again. I'd say you should have been there for that, but it was really, really boring. It was just me counting for, like, the better part of, like, 3 hours. I think it actually lasted, like, 2.5 hours. Of course, this isn't actually... None of this has taken nearly as long as completing Kirby's Dream Land, which had which we didn't live stream that, but we recorded it. So it wasn't live streamed, but it was recorded, like, and that's, so you can watch, like, the Let's Play, because that was because I started the project before I started streaming, but the intent was always to record me doing this. Dang it. White inside equals why I don't beat this minigame. I mean, there's no reason to beat this minigame. It doesn't actually track whether or not I've done this. It doesn't know. This is literally just, here's a nice little bonus feature. They're like, hey, why don't we just let people play the minigames on the menu? And I was like, yeah, but what if I got a perfect in the minigames?
That's kind of how Philip operates, for reference.
Yeah. So, last game, Kirby's Dream Land, the first Kirby game, it was like, here's a cool feature. We'll let you edit how much health you have in the game, and it was called config mode. You could configure how many lives and how many health you had. And I was like, yeah, but what if I beat the entire game with 1 health and 1 life? And then I did that. That took longer than quick draw. How much longer than quick draw? I'm getting better at the Egg Catcher, though. Like, but then again, it wasn't just excruciatingly boring as quick draw. My father decided to come on the stream several times, but could not stay because it was, again, 2.5 hours of me going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then me pressing the button. Do you guys want to know what quick draw is? Kirby's Dream Land Impossible Mode is the true hardest thing in all Kirby franchises. So far, it actually has been the hardest thing. Because, again, quick draw... basically, I learned how to cheat at quick draw, and I beat it through random chance. I would argue that quick draw might technically be harder, because it's literally just a reaction minigame, where you have to just press the button before, like... It's like an old Western duel. You count down and then you draw first. But when you have to draw is random. And, like, technically that's harder, but if you just cheat and like start to try and preemptively do it, again, it only takes 2.5 hours. So I just used like the second stage of an emulator. Oh, you're doing it. You're doing Kirby's Dream Land Impossible. I should ask you to clarify. That's Crane Game. I should ask you to clarify, what exactly are you doing? Like, how are you defining impossible mode? Is this like a mod, or are you just talking about exactly what I did? Because I haven't, because like, those are different, obviously. This pattern. Is that like that one pattern? I'm getting better at like most of it. I'm still getting outed by that one pattern. That one pattern! Also, I'm glad more people are here. No one showed... no, that's not true. Yuri Lily, the person who left recently, did show up near the end of Quick Draw and got to see me beat Quick Draw. But for most of the stream, there was, like, no one there. You press 3 buttons at the same time in the title screen. Are you talking about Extra Game? Are you talking about Extra, or Extra Mode, or whatever? I've been calling it Extra Game, but I've seen other people call it Extra Mode. I'll have to look at what it's called in the footage. But are you talking about like the extra game? Wait for you to respond. I'll talk about the secret impossible mode of Kirby's Dream Land 1. Okay. Okay. That's not exactly helping clarify. I'm trying to... So it's a mode. Okay, can you explain what happens in the mode? Is it the mode where the enemies get replaced by other enemies? Right, like... That's an apt description of Extra Game, right? That like... We can then use for clarification
enemies
purposes.
Have more difficult patterns and stuff. And you have half health.
Oh, Snock was sleeping on your keyboard. Wait, were you there for Quick Draw? Is that what you're saying? What do you mean when you say you were sleeping on your keyboard? It's good to have two of you because the chat delay is so long that it takes like that you can like we can alternate between answering one person's question and the other. Because it'll take so long for me to get a response out of O2/Kirby because like they probably haven't heard my response yet. Because again, there's quite a bit of delay between when chat reaches me and like well, no. There's quite a bit of a delay from when the streaming software records me doing something and when it goes up on the stream for you. There's not really that much of a delay between when you chat and when I see it. It's pain. Oh yes, and the bosses have like 2 or 3 new attacks and got the triple speed of his normal speed. Alright, you're talking about Extra Mode game thing. It's called Extra something. Sammy, I have a question.
What?
Sammy, can you look back at the footage and clarify exactly what Extra Mode is called?
Well,
in the menu?
I'll do you one better. I'm booting up Kirby's Dream Land on the 3DS right now.
Oh yeah. Enter the code in and tell me what it's called. Because we call it Extra Game, but I've seen people call it Extra Mode, and I really want to know what it's actually called. Although I guess...
Extra Game.
What the... Extra Game.
The mode is called
correct
Extra
one.
Game. That is up a select I believe down B select is configuration mode.
So Void, I'd like to. Do you mind if I call you Void? Because I don't want to say the whole name. Void, if I can call you Void, I gotta ask. Do you know what happens when you beat Extra Game? And do you care if I tell you what happens when you beat Extra Game? Double bombs in a row. They always can be. Even in challenge mode. They always can be. Well, it gives you just a message that says excellent. Wrong. When you beat extra game, in the original Kirby's Dream Land 1, as you call it, what happens is that you get a second code that you could use on the title screen. And that code unlocks two things. The more benign of those... I don't remember that because I played it 2 years ago. I thought you said you were playing through it, like... currently, like... You said I just reached, like, the second stage of it in Emulate. So I suppose you haven't beaten it recently. Well, allow me to enlighten you. You get an extra code... And that code unlocks sound test, which is fairly benign. You can listen to all the sounds. It's a very common Kirby reward. You get sound test. But the code also unlocks the ability to edit how much health you have and how many lives you have. And I decided that could I really say that so I beat the game, I beat normal mode, I beat extra mode. But then I was like, but can you say that I've really 100%ed Kirby's Dream Land if I don't beat it all again with 1 health and 1 life?
And that was when I knew I was in for a long ride.
So do you mean in general? Like the whole Kirby project or just that one game?
The whole Kirby project.
That was when you realized this was a mistake. Oh, God. That was when you realized, oh no, this is gonna happen like every Kirby game.
I'm just waiting to see what stupid challenge idea you get for Pinball Land.
I don't even know what happens in Pooh. Okay, now I'm confused. What are you confused about? When you're gonna say, okay, now I'm confused, you gotta clarify what you're confused about so I can explain. Or else you're probably gonna get more confused. And also, you're not gonna hear me ask you to explain what you're confused about until 5 years after I've said it. So now we have to wait for this. Okay, I'm just gonna make guesses on what you're confused about. Well, you get the code for beating normal game. So, actually, do you know what happens when you beat normal game? Like, because, you could just, you might have just looked up the code, right? So when you beat normal game, you go through the credits, and at the end of the credits, you get a message that tells you how to unlock extra game, because unlike Kirby's Adventure, Kirby's Dream Land has no save battery. It has no way to remember if you've played it before. There's no saving at all. And so a lot of old games like that have password systems and various things like that. But, it's a real old game, and you guys say two things and you're confusing me I don't hear well.
Sorry, should I,
Is there any way we can help with it? I mean, I kind of part of it is that I have a natural speaking cadence that obviously happens as I talk. that I haven't thought too much about, like, regulating. But the other thing is, because all we're doing is playing Bloody Egg Catcher over and over again, I kind of keep trying to say things so that people don't get bored. Because Quick Draw was really boring. And, like... I mean, I'm still glad I did Quick Draw. In the emulator, you could save your file.
That would probably be a save
yes.
state, wouldn't it?
Yeah, obviously.
Most re-releases have that.
Well, yeah, I mean, most emulators have the ability to do save states, right? Because, like, an emulator, that's a standard emulator feature. There haven't been any official re-releases of Kirby's Dream Land, right?
3DS Virtual Console.
Oh, yeah. I guess...
That's what I was referring to. 3DS Virtual Console
right.
and Kirby's Dream Collection. Although Dream Collection technically doesn't have save states, but I think it saves your... I think it saves the exact moment you quit from, and if you enter the game again,
something like that.
It brings you back to that.
Yeah, something like that. But, wait one day before, because I want to make a live living doing Egg Catcher, because yes. Alright, so if I get to code this, you're saying that yesterday, I was like, I'm gonna make a living playing Egg Catcher. I mean, technically, well, again, this all starts, I've had this idea for way longer than yesterday, and it's just been torturing Sammy. I'm really sorry about that. Where was I going? Anyway, I was going to ask, I have a question. How did you know about the super secret thing in Kirby 1? Alright, let me actually say it intelligently. How did you know about the secret mode in Kirby's Dream Land that we are calling Extra Game? I think you are dying inside. You need some sleep. I beated the normal mode. Okay. Alright. Good. In an emulator. And that gave you the code. So when you beat extra mode in an emulator, or not in... It doesn't actually matter if you do it in an emulator. Yeah, after defeating it, it says the secret. Well, that happens again. There's a second secret thing in Kirby's Dream Land that you get from beating extra mode. And it unlocks two things. The second code unlocks, number one, a place where you can listen to any song in the game. And any sound effect, technically. But no one likes listening to all the sound effects. Which is why I made us do it. No, that's not why. But, oh, no, I'm missing it. No. Where was I? Nothing. What an acronym. What does nothing stand for? No, after beating Extra Game, you get a secret serial code. It lets you listen to all the music, but it also lets you edit how much health you have. And how many lives you have. Oh yeah, the lag. You can edit how much stuff you have, and edit how much lives you have. And that gives you the ability, So I set both of those to 1. So I had 1 health and 1 life. And then I beat extra mode with that. That is what I did for the Kirby 100% project. That is last game's version of Egg Catcher. Well, Quick Draw, but it's Egg Catcher now. And you can watch that on this YouTube channel if you want to watch that for whatever reason. We make 2 attempts at it. Or does that make sense? No! No! Current smashing keyboard sounds. So I'm yeah, it wasn't. It was pretty hard. It was what could be considered difficult, depending on who you asked. I'd argue everyone, but it wasn't technically a no damage run, but it was basically a no damage run. It was a no damage run, but we got to reset at the area instead of the beginning of the game. Yeah, so that's what we were doing last time. So that's what it took to do all the things. And like, let's be honest, this is just gonna happen for every Kirby game, because I want to play all the Kirby games, but I want to play them to their fullest. And so, like, there's just this ominous foreboding that this is just gonna happen every Kirby game.
He was gonna go for all hole-in-ones on Kirby's Dream Course before he realized that was impossible.
Although, interestingly, do you remember the Celebration booklet for Kirby's Dream Collection?
Ish.
Oh, I love that thing. That's how I first learned about Dream Course as a child. And I looked back, because I was under the impression that you could do 100%, could get a hole-in-one and everything. And I dug up the old booklet, and I looked back through it, and as I was reading it, I realized that comes from that book. It says in the booklet that you can get a hole-in-one and everything. Which means that if it's possible to get a hole-in-one and everything, then, like, it's possible we just haven't discovered how to get a hole-in-one and everything. The point is, if that booklet isn't lying and the developers, like, have, like, a way to get everything with a hole-in-one, then that means that the current mount to get a hole-in-one and everything is not found yet. And not from a lack of trying, because there is, like, a series of videos on YouTube of someone trying to get as high as possible in... Like, people have tried to get a hole-in-one in all of them. And they have not yet succeeded.
I am just now realizing what you're saying.
No, I'm not going to try and figure out how to do it myself.
Okay, you were about to give me a heart attack there, Philip.
If you hear the title theme of the Kirby Adventure, you can hear the theme is Soaring Slowly. I don't know.
It's just a little audio glitch sometimes.
I'm not aware of this audio glitch.
It's just something from the lag, I think. Sometimes makes a little dent in the music as well.
So I don't hear that dent on my end.
Yuri Lily is back.
Hello. Back. Hello. I was explaining my past antics on the last time of Kirby. Cool. Another acronym. Yeah, no, Kirby's... Sorry, I'm not gonna, like, try and discover something that no one else has, when it comes to playing Kirby's Dream Course. I'm not that insane. I'm told it's literally impossible. I'm not gonna do it. Also, in my original idea for how I was gonna do Dream Course, I was thinking I'd try to get a hole-in-one, but I was gonna use, like, rewind and save states for that.
Yeah, I guess.
Because I'm not gonna use rewind for getting all gold medals. But I'm really interested in the prospect of it being possible to get all hole-in-ones, because some of the hole-in-ones you can get, I know, are only possible if you get the right power-up in the room before. And that's very cool. And so I do hope that it secretly is possible to get a hole-in-one in every hole. Because that would be very, very cool. Like, I'd love to see it. I don't know if anyone who developed Dream Course will ever say anything about it, or if maybe people will just find something or something. But it's hard to check because, like, what are you gonna check every single power up on every single stage with every single like degree that you could do it? Not to mention the complications of what you can do during your turn. It's hard to find. And that's even if it's true. Plenty of like official sources on things have had missteps or like misconceptions printed in them. I have video, but I couldn't check because food. Alright, did you tell me? You gotta tell me what size. You said earlier you could eat 6 musubi, but I don't know how big a musubi is. That's right, I still remember that. Because I always remember food. Void has started to say the alphabet. I don't think that's an acronym. Alphabet. Right, the counting is back. Ha ha. It's 4 ha. Yes, it is 4 ha's. But no, the Dream Course thing is actually fascinating to me. Especially if you did? Oh no, I forgot to do live chat. Tell me again. Sorry. It got lost. Oh, that's why Little Snock said they were sleeping on their keyboard. Because of something that was lost in live chat. I could eat 6 of them in one sitting. Well, what's this I'm talking about? I'm not gonna be in chat. I don't see it in chat. I can't find it. Can you just say it again? Void is now doing Z over and over again. $500. I'm losing focus. I'm gonna become... Well, alright, so while I wait for Yuri to tell me again how big a musubi is, I am going to go into focus mode and actually, like, try an egg catcher. That's not a good start. Immediately failed an egg catcher. Like, this time, I'm gonna beat egg. This is the one.
You know whenever you say that something is horribly wrong, right?
That didn't go horribly wrong. That's the exact same place that it goes wrong. All the time. So, like, there's not any more wrong than usual. Which is why I'm going to say it again. This is the one. Same place. It's a hard pattern, okay? Seems to lose. Oh, come on, guys. This is the one. Hopefully I'll at least die at a different spot. I did. Okay, see, mission accomplished. Success is mine. And you can't argue otherwise. You can't. There's no argument against it. Don't even try. But please do. Please try. Makes it more entertaining if you try. Why'd I do that? I've lost focus again. I must become one with eggs. For only then will I catch them. I'll send a Galaxy on Discord and they'll read it to you all if that's alright with you, Galaxy. Is it alright with you? If you're talking, I can't hear you.
She says Masubi are the size of 2 brownies put together.
Oh, that is big. What size do you cut your brownies? I'm talking like it's like the normal square is like. That's big, right, Zay? To have 6 of those.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's 12. So like, because we'd say 12 brownies is like a lot, even if it's not like made of sugar like a brownie.
Yeah.
Would you eat 12 brownies actually?
I mean, I probably would. Oh! Oh, I thought you were almost...
The exact same place.
I missed tracks.
No, that's okay. I don't know why the pattern's so hard. It's really quite difficult, though. Super Mario 2222, Luigi Drunk Again Wahoo. Oh. Weird. I think the egg comes super close to like when the bomb does. And that's why it trips me up every time. How's like a quirk of how it's thrown. Oh no, battery is dead. Huh. I think Void is leaving us. As long as there's someone talking in chat, it's okay. I'm dead. And even if no one is in chat, I'll carry on. I have so much to say. So much to do. In life. In this stream. In general. So many egg catching to do. Think of all those eggs. That did not work. Big, really, really big. What is big, really, really big? What do you mean? If you're talking about my ego, then yes, it is. If you said something, I didn't hear it because I got cut out. You got the idea. I'm losing it. I'm getting used to like the pattern where like he throws one bomb, then an egg, then a bomb. And so it's really messing me up that like when he throws 2 bombs in a row. Oh, he did the pattern and I successfully did it, but then I got so distracted by doing that I messed it up. Well, I messed up the pattern again because I didn't get the egg. I didn't get blown up by it, like I usually do. Missed it. Oh yes, DD has infinite eggs. Yeah, wait, where is it DD getting these eggs? It must be Egg Day at the King's store. That's a reasonable theory, I guess. Bum bum bada bada bum. I'll get it one of these times. Oh, what? I'm getting too used to that one pattern where it gives like the 1 and then the 1 egg, and it's causing me to mess up on other patterns. At least it always starts the same. Boy just started to sing the Kirby Right Back At Ya theme in the chat. The American version, at least. I told you that, like, there's like an Italian version of the Right Back At Ya theme, right?
Me? Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, there's the original Japan theme, then there's, like, the theme that everyone else got, which is the, like, the localization theme. Except for Italy, which got a special theme. That's all its own. Kinda weird. Kirby, Kirby, something like that. That's my rough song approximation of the Italian version of the Kirby Right Back At Ya theme. A thing that exists. Like, Kirby Right Back At Ya exists, obviously, but it also existed in Italy. But the theme is what I'm saying exists. I need to focus more. Now they're saying Kirby but Dora the Explorer. I don't know what to say to this. Look, I'm getting close. Like to figuring it out. That's not helping my self-esteem, though. Failure. It would help more if I succeeded, actually. I'm not entirely sure how the randomization works, too. Like, it starts with the same sequence, but I think the sequences after it are randomized. But, like, it's a set sequence. Like, that sequence comes up a bunch, and, like... I don't know if it only shuffles the order of the sequences, so, like, would always go through all of them, or if I could get lucky and get, like, really easy sequences. I also don't know if there's, like, a specific amount of bombs it has to throw to be satisfied. Like, I don't really know the parameters of Egg Catcher. Why has no one hacked into the game and, like, figured that out for me? I guess no one cares about Egg Catcher.
Okay, I'm getting pretty tired. I'm gonna go grab a snack, see if I can get more
It's a good
energy.
idea.
I'll be right
Kirby's
back.
being exploded for 300 times. I don't know, you know, when we do the graph at the end of this experiment, we'll see exactly how many times Kirby has been exploded. That was just a regular one. Just embrace it, lol? Embrace being exploded? That's not a good idea. Oh, that's crane fever. Look, we've come this far. We have to finish now. I mean, I'm pretty invested now in finishing. And, like, doing it. Like, I didn't sit through all of Quick Draw to fail on Egg Catcher. And I have failed at Egg Catcher a lot, but, like, not to give up to it. Because eventually, you know, it becomes less about... Eventually, when it comes to just hard challenges, I start trying to focus more. And then when I talk less as I, like, start to zone in. One got me. Kirby Paint Adventure. Not that much pain. Okay, it does get exploded again. Well, theoretically, these are all on different timelines. Don't... Well... I mean, the game doesn't remember me doing this. No! I was so close to getting that pattern. But it has the double bomb at the end. Gotta remember that. Whoa, that was like 2 bombs, an egg, and then 2 bombs. Which is an insane pattern to have. Nope. Making decent headway. Let's see what happens. Yeah, so all of those I could have worked through. So, like... None of these are impossible. Be quiet. So it's all relative. Can y'all be quiet? So from the test run where I just didn't where I closed my mouth, it's definitely possible for me to do it. It doesn't throw in an extra crazy challenge at the end. I just gotta endure it. I think I've gotten each of these patterns separately. I just gotta string it together for long enough. And I gotta remember not to fall for double bombs again. That's a tough pattern before the double bombs. I've failed several times before the bubble bombs hit. Massive reflexes. All needing to be precise. 10 with the double bomb. Gotta remember that when that happens, you just gotta be like aware for that. Because that was just that. Yeah. Gotta remember that that's like a whole pattern. I'm really used to getting far in that pattern, like the one with the not double bombs, like the two like one eggs in a row.
Alright, I'm back.
Sorry, I don't know what to talk about. It's
I've
okay,
completely-
Yuri, if you don't know what. Sorry, what were you saying?
I've been here for a bit, but I didn't want to be eating on mic.
Fair enough. I mean, if you haven't noticed, both me and Galaxy have gone quiet a bit, and that's because we've somewhat reached the point where I'd rather be in the zone than like. I've been purposely not really trying to keep up the stream of conversation as much as usual because like I'm starting to like zone in on this. So it's okay if you don't know what to talk about. Because I've been trying to focus on actually doing well. Not that I won't still answer things in the chat if you do have something to ask about. But this is the point where silence, I think, is okay. It's a sign of focus. Failed that quite a bit, but. $100. Bomb one. Oh. $1,000. $500. $1,000. quite tricky. Good egg catcher. I'm getting close. That tells me that it's possible. Gives me hope. This is a true test of skill. That wasn't. $5,000. Same thing. Two, three, and four. Oh, that was close.
Almost.
Oh no. Wait, the stretch to do. I wonder if it has to happen. That was an accident. Nope. Oh, slow. I don't think we're gonna reach one where we don't encounter a tricky pattern, because I don't think that's how. I think it does. Like, I don't think it works quite like that, where that's possible. But I am hoping that, like, I'm getting better at the variations. It does tell me though. That attack. It's been a while since I've seen that attack where it's 2 bombs, an egg, and then 2 more bombs. These would be quite rare. Oh, I'm getting a "you can do it" message. Yes, that means that this is the one.
Indeed,
Okay, that
it was
wasn't
not the one.
Shut up. But I can do it. I'm getting encouraged. That was not great. Well, I would argue it is like an improvement. Well, no, not really. Or bombs, that also doesn't happen very often. I would really like to know how the RNG in this works. You can do it. You can do it, Philip. Getting better. Almost. Awesome. Buddy, 2 bombs again. Forgot about that. Buddy, 2 bombs again. I'm gonna play some Utopia if that's alright with you guys. Yeah, sure.
Fun.
We don't control what you're doing.
That was really
That's probably-
close.
I missed an egg, but yes, that was much closer than usual. That was kind of swapping me. I was much closer as well. 5 eggs from success. Oh, again. Found a new playstyle. I'm getting tricky. I just want to be polite. Well, that is nice. Thank you for being polite. Really like some like eye strain things where like you're having a staring contest with a TV. I'm like not blinking when I look at the TV. And now that I'm thinking about it, it's getting worse. You know, I thought like I'd be able to not blink for longer. But like,
Never
that's doing a
think
thing.
about blinking because that just like, messes everything up.
Yeah, I know. I mean, 1 second you're thinking about blinking, the next you've committed tax fraud, and these things just happen.
Yeah, I know, right?
One time I thought about blinking, and I woke up with several people dead. Never, ever think about blinking. It can mess everything up. Yeah, I thought about blinking there. That's a lie. I didn't actually think about blinking there. I just... Local news. Murderer admits that he was lying when saying that blinking and thinking about blinking is what caused him to kill people. Thinking about blinking has been proven to just kind of get annoying with the eyes. Or does it? Because maybe the reporter was thinking about blinking when he made that news. What do you say to that? I'm switching over to handheld mode. Because handheld mode, as we have discussed previously, does not mean you can start talking. No, we don't. We're not ending. No. Whatever. We're doing egg catcher. I'm doing this because there's less latency on the...
Leftover?
No, Claire, you cannot talk. There's proven less latency. But talking about the mushroom rigatoni I wonderfully made for this family, and that my sister rejects mercilessly, like the cruel person she is. Anyway, so there's less latency in handheld mode. As we saw when we were doing quick draw. Granted, it was like a few frames, but you never know. I didn't help out that time, but I'm just figuring, since we have been at this for 3 hours. Wait, actually... Hey, wait a second. 7 to 9. That's 2 hours. That means our standard stop time should be 10.
You never realized that?
No.
I don't want to say it's kind of basic math, but it's kind of...
4 eggs! 4 eggs to get... Yeah, okay. I don't know, I think at one point I was planning to start at 6 or something? I don't know. And then it would be 6, and I guess kinda, yeah, no. My standard stop time should be 10. That's a lot of eggs at the end of that pattern. And also, again, I still missed one. But hey, we're seeing the end of that pattern now. Oh no, there's no shoulder on the NES controller. So I have to, like, bomb myself out here. You know, standard stop time should be 10. And then yeah, okay. Okay. Oh, Snock is back. That's good. Hello, Snock. We're still doing this. But I'm seeing noticeable improvement. It's like to think it's noticeable improvement. It'll be comforting to know that there's improvement is noticeable. So, you know, tell me if you notice any improvement. Because, you know, if you notice improvement, that would be great from around. And we're dying at this spot instead of the other spot. And there really do seem to be like a few common orientations. So I think it's like just like a few variations. And not, as I kind of suspected earlier, like that it would shuffle around pieces. Well, completely randomly. I think it is like there's like a couple variations of the level. That hold similar patterns and can randomly pop up. Oh god. Okay, I'm switching this out for a regular Joy-Con. I enjoyed the rare, like, non-explosion ending, where we don't explode, but we still fail. The NES controller's been put to the side, which, I mean, I play with the NES controller, so I get more of the Kirby's Adventures experience, but I care more about beating Egg Catcher than that, so, you know, it's okay. Okay. That was a different pattern. But I should remember that one. Most interestingly, I don't look at Kirby when I do this. I look at, like, the arc so that I can see him coming. That's something I'm just now noticing, like... Like, I glance quite a bit up at the arc. Just start trying to look more at Kirby. Obviously, I still need to look at the arc to know when bombs are coming, but... How about the double bomb again? The double bomb's a real stinker. Likes to get ya. Also, sometimes I do that. Sometimes I do that. That was all wrong. Was also wrong. Back to egg counter again. Encouraging. Hmm. That was the pattern I'm fairly good at, but I still messed it up in the old spot, not the new spot. An egg before and caught the bomb. I don't think I've gotten very far in that one yet. That one was nuts. I don't like that one. Come on. Two bombs again. Hmm. I remember that happens after the two bombs. Oh, that again, that pattern very rarely ever happens. Pattern also doesn't happen very often. Although that might be the two bomb pattern, and I might be misidentifying it. It's like 4 or 5 patterns, I think. That was the pattern I'm currently fairly good at, and I messed up at 5, which is a fairly standard place for me to mess up. My record on that pattern is 4. Eggs left, by the way. Is what I'm meaning. Yeah, no, that's the 2-bomb pattern. Well, good to know. The 2-bomb, that's... Oh, so the 2-bomb can come early, too. That was the one I'm good at, but I failed at an earlier note than so I failed a lot there a while back, but I've been getting past it. But I didn't get past it there, obviously. Three eggs to go. Just missed a few of the final pattern. I'm gonna call that standard. And I mean, it doesn't seem to be more I've just been getting fairly good at it, so I'm not sure if it's actually any more likely to pop up, but I'm calling that the standard pattern. That's the 2-bomb pattern. And I suppose I've been calling 2 of them the 2-bomb pattern. Which isn't helping. That's the one that... A lot of the patterns, really the standard pattern is really kind of one of the only ones where like you don't really get that 2-bomb. That was standard. Because now there's 2 with what I've been calling 2-bomb, but I'm gonna switch over to calling double 2-bomb. There's my pointer for the first time. I don't because I switched over. That one, I think, is one of the ones with double 2-bomb. Because there are 2 patterns with it that I've counted so far. Three. But that was standard again. Yeah. Well, not better because I've gotten 3 before, but I got the 3 in a different place. I missed less eggs on the lead up, but I missed one of the last 2 eggs.
Yeah.
Yes, that was very close. I think that was one of the double bomb ones. That was the 2-bomb. Hopefully, it's usually the only time I have to drop by. Oh yeah, because we're at 9:20. Actually. Well, yeah, so these should be going... I think I knew at one time that 10 was when we were supposed to stop. But I think because we stopped early on some of the other Kirby's Adventure streams, I got confused about it. Hard to tell. Looks like we're on standard. Gotta not say that. Don't talk when we do, unless we do this. April night, I meant by me being too busy. Well, no, we start early. So I was saying we start earlier now. Also, I suppose it's Wednesday instead of Friday. That was, I think, one of the double 2-bomb ones. Two hours behind you. Oh. So quite late in time. The night, I suppose. No! That was standard, too. Because standard, I'm calling it standard because it's the one that besides the fact that it doesn't have, like, the double bombs, it appears to be the one I'm best at, and therefore the one I'm most likely to win. Not that I'm not going to try these other ones. I remember it's got the pattern that one. I thought it was 1, 2, 2, 1. And I'm CST. There's 3 time zones in America. Or, well, no, there's 4 time zones. Yeah, there's 4 time zones in America. like EST, Mountain Time, Central Time, and PST. I guess I could just call their names. So East Mountain, Central, I believe, and then Pacific. Forgot about CST. Wow, can't
We
even
are pretty
remember the
forgettable.
times anymore. What? No,
I'm saying
Central
CS
Time.
it's the Midwest. The Midwest is pretty forgettable.
Well, not only the Midwest. It also includes Texas, and because it includes a fair amount. Like Texas. I actually don't know what else it is. Somewhere in South America. I already missed a bomb, but I think that might be the hardest, because I think that was a 2-bomb one I wasn't paying attention. There's another 2-bomb one, should have been paying attention. It's an egg. I've made it through standard a few times, but I've always missed a few eggs in that last sector. It's cold. Was nuts. Calling that one the nuts one. Well, I'm not sure if it's one that I've encountered before, okay, I've encountered it before, but I'm not sure if it's one of my standard. I think it's one that I haven't really seen any of, because I keep dying there because it's nuts. This is gonna be just normal 2-bomb. I think that was one of the double 2-bomb variants. We'll call it late double 2-bomb. Trying to name the variants of egg catcher. And we're on standard. I keep missing an egg there too, so even though I'm gonna die later, it's hardly worth it. I don't know how that one worked. I don't usually make it past the 2-bomb there, so, you know. Two-bomb splits. I haven't really seen those patterns enough to give them comprehensive names. I think that one. I keep missing that one egg in standard, and dying in standard, but also missing that one egg. Trying to figure out exactly how to get it. I don't know how, but... I call that... That's one of the variations on 2-bomb, but... I call it the not nuts 2-bomb, because I think the other 2-bomb is also kind of nuts. And that's... I'll call that early double. Because again, I don't know if that has a double 2-bomb. It's what I was calling double 2-bomb late. But I don't actually know if all versions of that showing up contain double 2-bomb. And I think I got the eggs that time in standard, but I died. Yeah. Looking back at the footage, I got both the eggs that time, but I died. Early double, which might split. If it does split, at least like one of the things that's parts of early double has a 2-bomb. That's nuts. Because I think that one's insane. And it always surprises me, and it's not very common. That was double bomb. Should have remembered. Oh no, that's two. No, I'm getting mixed up. That is 2-bomb. Yeah, see, that one was... I don't know, that might have been double 2-bomb because the egg might have, like, intersected in between them. Okay, that one was just a dead run. I don't even know what pattern that was. I think early double always has double 2-bomb. I haven't seen early double without double 2-bomb. We're getting that pattern a lot, actually. was 1, 1, 2, 2. And with it, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left. Well, I didn't get those two, so that actually means that was 2-bomb like early. So I believe the pattern there is, when I guess the end of standard, is in between bombs, 1 egg, 1 egg, 2 egg, 2 egg, 3 egg, a whole bunch of bombs, and then 2 last eggs. I believe. And I guess... Yes, because there's the 3. And that's why I had 5 a bunch. So I've got standard entirely memorized. I have a rough idea of how the other patterns go, but I've got standard memorized now. That was early double. Well, I'm getting better early double too. That was standard, I just didn't realize it. I was spaced out a bit. That was one of the... I don't even know what that one is. At least one I didn't discover. It's probably one that I've done at this point. I've definitely done all of them, probably. But I don't remember them, and I might not have them cataloged. That was standard. I just messed it up. Not even where I usually mess up standard. Was nuts too, but like yeah. That's another 2-bomb variant.
So you were planning for all this, for Quick Draw to take such a long time. Egg Catcher's actually taken longer now.
Huh. Yeah, but I will say again, I think Egg Dropper's been, Egg Catcher's been more enjoyable, at least to play. Because Quick Draw, again, is just randomness.
Yeah. I will say I'm a bit more invested in this. Just because I've seen you almost succeed so many times.
Yeah, and whenever I fail, it's like my fault. Like, I choked there.
Yeah.
Because all that was left was the last 2.
After
the bomb.
I definitely am tired, but I also just kind of have a bit of a headache, so I'm kind of resting for now. That's why you haven't heard my voice for a while.
Yeah, I mean, I've been resting my voice too. That was what? What was it? That was one of the 2-bomb ones. I think it was nuts 2-bomb.
I've dragged a comfier chair all the way over here. So I can lean back. Oh, so close.
Missed 1 in the 3 patch, 1 in the final patch. I'm getting better at standard, because before I was just kind of doing it, I will say, making a dedicated effort to kind of remember what the patterns are is helping quite a bit. I'll always do with standard, which is still the only one I kind of have any hope for. Like with the two-bomb ones, you could see me get a lot worse once I get into territory I don't actually know about.
I do find it hilarious that we got, like, tech jargon for egg catcher now.
One of the things I found interesting about doing all of these is that was early double, which I think always leads into a double two-bomb. I'm also like
Sounds
I have like names for
fighting
like
game inputs.
I have names for specific patterns, and then I have the name for like the whole pattern, and sometimes like so early double, which is the pattern we just did, is referring to like that double, which is what I'm referring to. So when I say double, that's the one egg, that's the one bomb, the egg, and then the bomb. That's a triple. I should be calling them triples because it's 3 eggs. But like I'm double as in like there's 2 eggs between bombs. And just like most things, the jargon doesn't quite make sense. It only kind of makes sense. But no, one thing I think is fascinating about doing these is that I have learned about these subgames, and each time I do them.
Well, more content for the review, I guess.
More content for the review. Dang it! Screwed up on the lead into the end of standard. I see them throw the single bomb. That's when I like know this is one of the 2 bomb ones, which I do think splits after that initial 2 bomb. Well, there might have been a difference before that I'm just missing. Missed the second egg of the end sequence. Also, I have been wondering if you can tell what sequence it's going to be just from how these first 3 eggs are thrown, but I haven't made an effort to try and figure that out. That was nuts. My guess is that there actually isn't. At the beginning, like 3 eggs and 4 bombs is always the same. Forgot. Like, I knew about the 2 bomb, but like I didn't like put it in the. Didn't get into the muscle memory. Oh, that's a different early double or early triple or whatever pattern, but very similar. It was almost like they forgot to put a bomb in between the 4. Interesting. Maybe the earlier, like 2 bombs has been like a glitch. I'm gonna be talking during standard when I actually have a chance. I mistimed the end, and I also didn't get 2 in the 3 sequence. I think I lost them in the 3 sequence. Let me look back. Yeah, I lost 2 in the 3 sequence. I didn't unopen. Like, I got the middle one of the 3 sequence, actually. So that one has a 2-bomb and a double 2-bomb. The one that I've been calling like 2-bomb nuts or whatever. Early double. Standard place to die. On standard. That's early double with the egg in the middle. Which, again, there might be a variation without the egg in the middle. That might have been a glitch, hard to tell. Yeah, maybe it didn't throw because, like, I ate the first bomb and, like, the order changes for when he throws and when it hits my mouth. Hard to tell exactly what happened that one time. Because, like, the bomb layout was the same, there just wasn't an egg in the middle. Also, the two things I've called nuts are different throws. They're just, but they're both single bombs that I've had issues with. So I call them both nuts. But it appears that nuts appears in both 2-bombs. It's just whether it comes before the double 2-bomb or not. I'm not sure if that sentence was coherent to anyone else. Do you understand what I was saying, Sammy?
To be honest, I kinda zoned out.
Yeah, fair enough. Just make sure to cheer when you hear screaming.
Alright.
Because I've become numb to losing, but winning will be great. Probably. Winning will probably be at least adequate. Early double, I wasn't going to win that one anyway. Oh, but no cigar. It's the same mistake I've made quite a few times. Standard. I zoned out on that one, didn't actually keep track of what pattern it is, but there was a double 2-bomb in there somewhere. Holy double. Oh, I got four eggs to go on early double. That might be a contender for a successful run. It's still definitely unfamiliar to me. But, like, you know, that one could work. was a bit of a mess. Kind of lost. Like I don't know what happened there. I believe that was a version of 2-bomb, I think.
Looks like they haven't left the school yet.
Early double messed it up. Ah, messed up early on standard. Hmm. Oh, early double. I want to learn more of early double. 'Cause I think it has potential to be successful. I was one of the 2-bomb variants. I could definitely do that. It's a bit tricky to remember what exactly happens after it, but actually, I'm gonna watch the footage. Okay, so early double, double 2-bomb, then 2-bomb, 1-bomb, 2-bomb. Yeah. I don't have it like down as much as I have it down in memory on standard, but that's very doable. I'm getting a bit better with the early 2-bomb variant, or the one I've been calling 2-bomb as like a variant instead of as a pattern. Ends very similar. I think they end the same way as like this variant of early 2-bomb ends similarly to double bomb, early double. Let me try and count the bombs that are in the end bit of standard. One, two, three, four, five, six. It might just be 5 or 6 bombs in the end of standard. Yeah, I'm getting better at this variant too. It's two, I think one in one of the two sections, and one in one of the three section. Yeah, one in the three section and one in the first two section. I think the only reason standard became standard is because the really difficult part is pretty contained to the end, and the other ones have some fairly difficult patterns earlier. But now that I'm getting used to those difficult patterns, I'm starting to see potential in the other routes. That double two bomb's pretty tricky. Hmm. Oh, luckily that was nuts, so it's okay that I missed a bomb in the intro. Bonus. In case you don't know, the goal is for, instead of it saying bonus, to say perfect. We only have to win at one of these variations. A race to see which one will win at first. Although I suppose I could make it so I have to win at every variation of it. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm joking. That's not happening. So the variation of two bomb that like is different starts different too. It's just that it had those two bombs and a somewhat similar lead up, but the lead up there is different too. These names are getting less appropriate as I learn more about the patterns, and they don't really conform that well. It's another obstacle, and like I think I've gotten the hang of another obstacle in early double. At least marginally the hang of. Yeah, I'm getting farther in double. Fairly consistently. And even standard I'm not fully consistent in. Getting to the end. I don't quite know what to expect from the two ones that I've been calling two bomb, but probably shouldn't be. But I could definitely see myself improving on them. Gotta focus on standard more. So there's a C standard, and I note, oh, this one's gonna be one I have a chance at. Then I mess up because I don't quite pay attention. Close. But no cigar. Might call that one High Thrower, because the arcs seem fairly high in that one. Like, maybe I'll call it. I'll probably come up with new names for these for the review, because my jargon's getting mixed up, and like, this probably isn't gonna be... Like, the names don't quite make appropriate sense. We'll call that one Low Thrower. Because right after the 2-bomb, that's a fairly low throw he does. I'm messing up on the first part of early double now. Which is weird, I don't usually do that. I don't think low throw is quite right for the other 2-bomb one variant. Messed up early double again. But at least not on the double bit. On the double 2-bomb bit. Maybe I should call it 4-bomb, because, like, that one has a 4-bomb later in it. Seven left on standard, which by now is fairly bad. That was what I was considering going high throw.
So, it's 10 o'clock. How long are you planning on?
I'm not certain. Oh, that was the rare, like, early double 2-bomb.
Because it seems like we're close.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna keep going until something interrupts me.
Alright.
Like, if something happens here, that means we can't keep streaming. But again, technically, all my stream description says is that we start at 7.
I don't have any goals keeping with going longer. So,
like, I can feel it.
Yeah.
Probably should have been paying attention instead of feeling at that round. Because that was another standard one that I could have done. That was high throw. Because, like, he kind of just sticks to that one arc after a little while in that one. I don't remember that one double bomb. Which is hard because I don't get that one often. We have three eggs left in double, early double. I might just call it double because there's like a lot of double bombs in it. That was... Oh, it's the other 2-bomb variant that I don't know what to call. Because 2-bomb is a really bad name for any of the variants. So, I'm gonna call that one double. Daily double. There's a lot of doubles in it. And the things that I'm just calling doubles, even though they don't really make sense to be called doubles, like that, like, egg. Like bomb, egg, bomb. Like, the pattern that I'm calling it early double for is bomb, egg, bomb, which technically has 2 eggs in it, but, like, it doesn't make sense to be called it, but I've been calling it early double, so I'm gonna call it daily double now. Messed that one up. Could feel it as I was doing it. It wasn't even a very particularly good standard. I wasn't paying attention that time. I knew it was standard, but I forgot to think about it. I gotta, like, focus when it comes to standard instead of what the opposite, where, like, I relax. Why do I do that? It's not good. Oh, it's just a massive, not quite fast enough reaction time. I started calling out a 2-bomb because that's where I would always die in both versions. It's really not an appropriate name. Oh, interesting. I fail, and then one of the really rare variants comes up, what I am calling... I don't even know what that one is. We have seen so little of it, because I always die on that first bit. About lost focus on early double too. One away.
Oh my goodness.
Missed one in the 3.
So close.
The 3-bit, getting all 3 eggs there is hard because you're not really used to going for 3. Because 1, 1, 2, 2, like getting all 3 eggs there is pretty hard. That one also ends in a barrage. And I gotta remember that, too. It'll be helpful. Not that I managed to get all the eggs on the way up to the barrage, but I keep dying in the barrage because they're fairly uncommon. That low, like, bomb on that variant is a bit of a cheap shot. Blanked on that one mentally. I am overall less familiar with double and how it ends. Because I've only seen it a few times as compared to standard. Forgot to pay attention for that one, and it was a standard. Why did it do that? And died in the intro. Mother is home. The stream might end soon, but I'm so close. Maybe I'll call that 3-bomb because like that pattern where it gets 3 bombs at the end isn't common.
Go break off. She's so happy for TV.
One bomb away on double. Daily double, whatever. The one that I doubles. Hello? Did you hear that?
Me?
Wait. What did you say? Wait. Did you say something again, Sammy?
Yeah? Hello?
Okay. Alright, that's still working. It's hard to tell because people are talking in the room. Well, I'll turn the volume up on you after I do this round. Yeah, I got a very nice, I got a very nice 1 egg away on daily double, or whatever we're calling it. That was a bad standard.
It's leftovers, but I'm trying to say BBQ. Oh, I need to automatic it for weekend, so I took all my supplement stuff, and then it says you can take this 3 times a day. I just got 4 pounds. And before each and every meal. Snickers was awesome.
Okay, can you please... You're distracting me now. Which is bad because that was one of the runs I could have done. I think double might be just easier than... I just turn in terms of how difficulty is standard. 5 isn't too bad. It's a mistake I've made a ton of times, but it's not that bad. It's almost a standard mistake at this point. How about double is in the one I call double? one could have been great. Pretty dirty trick on that one. Really double when I messed it up. Just messed that one up. I thought it was standard and it did the standard thing, but it was not standard. Low egg. Well, not low, but that is a dirty trick there. Three eggs. 27 eggs, technically. The ending, too. What was that? I don't know what that pattern was. Let's check back at it.
Here, Lily says she thinks we're in dire need of some sleep, and she would be absolutely correct.
Right. That was a one that looked like standard but wasn't. I did not know exist. I mean, it's like 10:18. It's not that late. Yeah, sleep is always good, I suppose.
I do have a bit of a headache, so I should probably try going to sleep a bit early tonight.
Like, now?
No.
Or...
But, like, a bit after the stream after the stream ends, I might start getting ready for bed.
And I will
not staying
probably
up
do the
late
same.
tonight.
I will try to do the same myself, and then probably fail, all things considered. Missed one again.
Left.
And then you get to watch all the cheap, the chicks jump out too. Along your end screen. Pretty good hive, though. He is not throwing the eggs in good patterns. Kirby is also leaving. I'm surprised you hung on this long, honestly.
See ya.
Oh.
Good night.
Good night, Molly. You can dance. You can dance. No. Wasn't paying attention. You're talking to someone who goes to bed at 8 o'clock at the latest. That's impressive. That like you're still on the stream then. This is quite a bit later than 8.
She's in a different time zone.
Just keep trying. Well, that's what I usually do. Just keep on trying. Come on. Need the right combination of luck and skill. I guess as always, but honestly for the other sub-games, there wasn't really much of a skill component. Another pretty close double bomb, even though I don't have the full pattern laid out for it. I bet if I actually did get like double bomb memorized, I'd probably do it. I can memorize these patterns. Also do die early a lot in double.
We got him a tree, bro. Shake the hand rolled over. So we need it.
Can't move. Ah. When I become unsure, I become somewhat loose.
Last time when you got phone, let's go. Uh-oh. Oh.
I got to the end of one of the 2 bomb variants.
Hello?
That's good.
No?
Maybe we can even open up a 3rd almost.
Yeah. how. Ang pizza was a pizza. No.
Right in the intro.
Yeah. Over. No. Yeah.
That was nuts. Yeah, we haven't seen nuts in a while. Where it throws a bomb at what I swear is like the exact same time as an egg.
Yeah.
5 on a 2 bomb.
Sit down. 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 Down.
Messed it up. Just a brain fight there. Forgot exactly how the double 2 bomb pattern works, and I went early. Moron.
Heart stopper.
Just opened my mouth a bit too early that time. That one wasn't an issue.
I'm still hungry. I can see the bitches.
I wasn't paying attention. That was standard. God. Other chance flying by.
Damn it, you didn't have 4? No. Oh, yeah. 4, 3, 1.
I don't know why I did that. There's another rare variant. So. Root up double. What happens in the later parts of that one, but still nowhere close to actually being able to do it. No! I died early on standard. Absurdly early to die on standard. Six left. Well, that lag ruined everything, and it's another rare variant. Never gonna get to see the rest of that variant.
Wait, yes,
Forgot about that double. In double. There's only one other signal in double, I think. Oh, I got really lucky with that lag, like with me knowing exactly how to do the lag there. Oh, I panicked at the end. Lag that screwed me over. Oh. It's an unusual variant on standard. Still don't get it right, but very close to standard, but not quite. Wasn't paying attention on that one.
Oh, Kirby needs to get to bed and put it there so that before it's done, it's very cold. No, it's good. It's like, Mom, I'm cute. Beep, beep.
Failed anyway.
You have a much bigger tongue than Snickers. Right, Mom?
Which single in the middle of double is like pretty tough.
I need to post a sign language to get him to do these like middle fingers. No, big. No, boss. Oh, boss has a dinner already. Oh, did you? I'm sorry, next time. Sorry, did you? I didn't know. I just usually just made it how I just. Okay, so you still gotta remember that there's that plate there for 2 minutes, so we need to use that. That's something I keep on like, I used to know I'll make my food and then I'll leave and then I'll wash my table and it'll get all these things. Do we have a meeting tomorrow? Just since they have rehearsal, I need you to work out. Because you know, so besides Trump and like my work, am I going anywhere more? I guess trying to I haven't been paying much attention.
I think this is the one. Yeah, I can feel myself slipping. We've passed the point where I'm getting better. I think I'm cutting us off
Alright. Well,
because like we're very close,
getting ready to...
but like I'm in that zone where like I can feel myself making stupider and stupider mistakes.
Alright.
So yeah, go to my Twitter for updates on stuff. Go to the archive channel to watch archive. Watch some of the Let's Play stuff on this channel. You can join the Discord too, but no one ever does that. So, yeah, I think that's everything. I'm not sure if anyone's here anymore. Alright, cut it off.
I shall end the stream on YouTube.
Thank you for flying with the Flightship.